Hey guys, welcome back to The Witcher 3. I think we're about to do a main fight with Detloff, as we just did the fairy tale, and we're here with Regis and Sienna. And hopefully we won't interrupt the cutscene too much. Yep, here he comes. Surely this is a boss fight.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detloff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not.
Relax.
In
Steady boy.
you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
Was it because of the ribbon again?
The ribbon?
Yeah, okay.
Seems I've been fooled again.
I guess it's a good thing we got it.
Sooner or later, she will pay.
Hey, Stella Williams, thank you for following.
Metal Butcher.
Right. Let's go, I guess. Come on, Geralt. Vampire time. Right, he's a vampire, so obviously. We have vampire. I need to fix my sword as well. Okay, armor please. Fix as much as you can. Oh, Regis. Don't try and kill him. Alright. Oh no. Alright, here goes nothing.
I want you to pass. Both of you! Didn't learn any of it. Silence!
Come on. Oh, he got me a few times. Takes my swallow as well. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Oh no.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
What the fuck? Okay. I can't eat raw meat. Raw meat will kill me. Raw meat is a bad idea here. Come on, game, do something, please. Right, I need to place you into here. I also need to equip my crossbow. How the fuck do you do this? I am so poisoned. How do you do this fight? What in the hell? Get through this cutscene.
I want you just the last. You tricked me, both of you.
Any of it.
Silence.
Damn, you're ugly.
Come on. Okay. We go again. Come on.
Acknowledge any gods.
How the fuck do I do this? Okay, I'm guessing that's how.
Time to end
Come on. Fuck. Right, come on. Oh, and he's still got me. Come on. I'm not happy about being poisoned. That's a bit shite. Come on. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, okay. We're getting cozy. Oh, Detlaff. Now, where are we? Right, I need to cure my poison. Where is it? Nope. Okay, well if I do that, and then I can do that. Right, so let's grab some food. Can you just consume, please? I guess not. Cool, cool, cool. Right. gonna say, I'm guessing I have to eat his limbs. Or not even eat his limbs, just... Oh man, this thing dies actually quite easy. No way. Okay, so it can revive itself. Cool. There we go. Jesus. God damn. Am I able to eat raw meat now? Come on. I'm guessing this is the last thing. Wow. Get my shield up. I think we smashed it. Get in. Whew. And Regis is okay, good. Love to see it. Now hopefully Sienna is okay.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Is Regis gonna kill him? I assume so, right? Do your thing, Regis, you know you have to. If only it didn't have to come to this. Poor Detlef. So what happens now? Oh, 2 weeks later, damn. I'm assuming that's the end of the DLC.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Fantastic. Not about to debate taste.
Rather not bicker about taste. Don't like to. It's neither interesting nor productive.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's to attend just such an event shortly. I expect that's the source of his prickliness. So try not to take things personally, Master Taylor. Rather pity him. For in truth, stage fright overwhelms him. He trembles at the thought that he has no notion how to behave in the presence of Her Grace's Majesty.
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
I can sense that philosophical mood coming on.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience?
Count on it.
Remind me.
Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you
Damn.
not a wit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was
Yeah, I
the
wanna
one
know.
to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
I would love to know. How do you know about the boot black delivered the letters?
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The
Well,
letters,
okay.
What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
Right. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
No, I don't. I do not. Well, let's go find the boot black. Hey, there he is.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
What a kid. How's business?
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Letters you delivered. Remember them?
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us before?
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Right, who are they?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Remember what they look like?
Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged, unshaved. Their clothes were tattered. As to their boots, well, I mentioned that already.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid.
Thanks,
your trouble.
kid.
We must visit
All
the
right.
shelter. Look around inside.
What happened to your head?
Is this the shelter? I'd rather be sure. I'm assuming it is, okay.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent...
Is this shelter?
We need no filth folk bunning about.
Gentlemen, there's no...
It looks like it.
What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
What's the harm in them living here?
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Right, meaning you? You're decent?
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow.
Ah.
My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Come on then.
Come now, Twitter. Try me.
Come on then.
Oh, come on.
Big knee. Easy. Smash them up.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful.
You're welcome.
Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Need some information.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the Boot Black in Rue de Garl.
The Boot Black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Alright, let's do it. Thanks, we'll wait.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
I mean, it's the only kind thing to do since we just stopped him from getting beat up and evicted. I'd be more surprised if he didn't let us wait. A few hours.
Dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the Boot Black. I know this.
Here we
Does
go.
anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the Boot Black. Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
Should he be here?
Still half mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Well, there you go. Give me that letter.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
Damn right.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the Boot Black anyways. It's always muddy there.
I wonder why. Wonder whose name it is.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
I'm guessing it's Anna.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Complete the puzzle for you?
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Okay. The last victim, the Duchess.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Yeah, love to learn her motives.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her. But I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
Coming with?
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions rampage.
Of course not.
Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Alright. Understandable, to be honest.
Is that a witch, Murder?
So how do I talk to Sienna? It's leading me there. Good.
Geralt of Rivia.
400 feet away. Alright. I don't want to take the horse just in case we have to sneak somehow.
So, what's it gonna be?
So what's it gonna be? The Harbour Gate, a new marker. Alright, we're only about 300 away now, so we are getting there. I wonder if that's a shortcut that way. It must be sending me this way for a reason, right? A drunk, nice.
Yep. I'm going to.
Come on, Geralt, get sprinting. Do you have stamina when we have to sprint like this? Interesting, I guess not. No swords either. That's a great start. Alright, around we go.
Est flows in the veins.
This really is a long old run, holy shit, I should have brought Roach. But we're heading into the palace, so it's getting closer. Are we going to have to, like, parkour our way up? What are we saying? Dude, this is such a long run. Okay, looks like I'm going through this way. Right, so she's above. Cool. There was no guards. What? Oh, here they are.
Need to see Siana, urgently.
In the matter of?
She's suspected of planning the Duchess's assassination.
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems she was planning your Duchess's assassination.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Alright. That was easier than I thought. Way easier than I
The
thought.
witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorias' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from
I
me
know
for...
who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
There we go.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to
tell
kill
her.
her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because you envy her.
You envy her. Her power, her beauty, the love of her people.
I see I misjudged you. You understand nothing.
Then enlighten me, please.
Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
That's a fair point. Honesty finally.
At least you're being honest, finally.
Lying only ever makes sense when there's a chance someone will believe you. It's actually refreshing, in a way, to say what I truly think. So why don't I do it a bit more? I was only ever nice to you to get you to sleep with me. I thought you might come in handy one day. Your comrade Regis is using you, and Anna Henrietta perceives you solely as her unthinking, blunt instrument. She's right to, you know.
Like hurting people, don't you?
Enjoy hurting people? That it? Sorry, but won't give you the satisfaction. The Witcher mutations, you know. It's hard to draw my blood.
Don't worry. I'll find a way.
Have a nice life, Sienna.
Well, I think that went very well.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Yeah, fifth victim, know who it was supposed to be.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's fifth victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Let's go.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Oh, good.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, We come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart.
Great.
For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclaire, step forth.
What are we doing?
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire.
Last action here as a trophy I just got.
May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
Well, damn right.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
Oh, hell yeah.
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Truly honored.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it. In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly, but she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Alright. Why don't I feel like this is going to go well? I feel like this is set up to be a bad situation.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
Duchess asked me to stay.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Sienna should be punished like any criminal.
No matter the mitigating circumstances, whatever they may be, Sienna is a criminal and should be tried as such. And punished as such. Her guilt is clear.
Your words sadden me greatly, Witcher. But I cannot deny their logic. Sienna, you shall be tried and given a fitting punishment. Yet we shall never cease to be family. As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But as your sister, I shall never stop loving you. Will you forgive me?
It doesn't sound good. Oh, good.
shall never forgive you.
Oh no. No. Unbelievable. So they both die. Fantastic.
Need some flowers. A wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. I was just on my way out. No sense hanging about with nothing to do. Should come as no shock, sir. Had the funeral. Folk took it all. Men, women, children. All wished to lay a bouquet on the Duchess's grave. Windflowers, peonies, gladioli. But she liked common roses best. I know. Her ladies-in-waiting would come here at times. I'd choose the loveliest blooms for her. Fragrant, big petals, the kind that last a long time. I've still not come to terms with it. To be killed by her own sister. How could it happen?
I wish I knew, honestly. Anna Henrietta was too trusting.
Anna Henrietta wanted to believe there was still hope for Sienna, that she'd show remorse. She reached a hand out to her. Too soon. Too trusting.
I know you. You're that witcher from the north. The one that saved us from the beast.
Mm-hmm. Could say that.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait here. Take these.
Thought you were out of flowers.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her myself. But you have it. I know you held the Duchess dear.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her memory tonight.
Do just that. Farewell.
There's probably a way to have saved her, right? I feel like we probably could have saved the Duchess. Place a flower on Henrietta's grave.
Oh, Snow White, you with the exquisite hair.
Yeah, I feel like we probably could have saved her if we warned her about Sienna. I don't know. Or maybe we could have convinced Sienna not to hold revenge. I do not know. Which one's Henrietta's?
Witcher, I was certain you'd departed.
Couldn't. Anna Henrietta was...
Wondrous. Beautiful. Good. The best ruler one could hope to have. Yet I let her down.
Yes, you did. And no you didn't. Don't blame yourself.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Sienna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to stop her. 'Cause there was nothing we could do.
I suppose you are right. But when someone so beloved dies, one cannot help but search one's soul for blame. And even the hardiest knights grow faint-hearted then.
Come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess farewell.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside, then. She lies in the ducal crypt. In one room with her murderer. Despite my protests.
What? Who decided that?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Sienna's veins, and she was never legally disinherited. So they ruled she should lie alongside Henrietta.
What bullshit, but okay. What utter bollocks. Place flowers on Anna Henrietta's grave. No, we'll do both. Because Sienna was unfortunately a victim of her childhood.
And all this, what did it bring you? Rest in peace.
And place the rest.
It ended this way, that I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Hey, Regis.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued. Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
Let's rest then.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more.
Yeah, we definitely could have had a different ending.
Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
But...
Me too.
Then let us drink.
thought you preferred complex solutions.
Always seemed to me you were a very complicated creature by nature. Not one to resort to such simple methods like drinking your worries away.
There exist worries for which they're quite simply, it's no other medicine.
Sienna was unbending.
Whatever you say about Sienna, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more, philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Sure. Fine, let's go.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Great.
Right then, let's go.
Okay. Let's put the mask and gloves on. Where are they? Am I blind? Mask for picking mandrake. Where's the gloves for picking mandrake? Alright, let's do this.
Oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
No. No, I do not.
And if I were to add Jimson weed in the last phase, could we intrigue blend that?
Alright, well, let's find some mandrake root. Beautiful.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all.
Regis!
Use your witcher sense to find Regis. It's been 2 seconds.
Where'd you go?
Literally 2 seconds.
Regis!
Oh no.
I did what I had to do!
Come on. Okay, well he handled that pretty well.
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Regis.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Don't know yet.
Don't really know yet. I'd find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion.
Dear Dandelion.
I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
Where you will go?
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
We do love incognito. Let's sit a while longer.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
Amen.
That we do.
I like how it looks at the camera and smiles. Well, that appears to be the end.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Be it ever so humble. Okay, it looks like we've got one more quest to do. Okay, let's do that quick. Where's the nearest world map? Justice, let's do this. We shall go home and we will see what they say. Up to here. Okay. I love it. Go home is our quest.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Alright, who is it? And where are our swords? Who is it?
Triss?
Hey!
The flesh.
It's about time we saw her.
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint, catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work. The law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant.
So smooth.
Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love.
How are things in Kovir?
How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
It sounds so bland. What do you think about my vineyard?
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Planning to do a bit of renovation. Paint the walls. Replace the roof tiles. Install tin gutters.
Have you thought about the garden? Will you leave it as it is, or change it?
No
Maybe
idea.
A hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Ugh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait.
He sounds so enthusiastic. How did you find me?
How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. Hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
Great. Want me to show you around?
This is your first time in Toussaint, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer has come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
It does look nice to
Don't
hear.
worry about that.
Alright, I'll come back later.
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Quest updated. Quest completed. Is that it? There are no more main quests. It's almost as if I now just talk to her.
Yes, Geralt?
Nothing, okay.
Just a moment.
Well, I guess that is the end of our Witcher 3 adventure. It's been a long time coming. Probably been doing this for the course of about a year and a half, on and off. And it's finally wrapped up. If you haven't already, please drop the episode a like. Helps me amazingly. If you're new and not subscribed, you'd like to, that'd also be amazing. And hopefully, I will see you guys in the next series. Bye, guys.